If you've ever had a TikTok ad start working, then completely fall off when you go to scale it, I'm about to explain why. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly how I scale TikTok ads for my own brands. The same process I use to go from testing a product to pushing serious volume without killing performance. We're gonna keep this simple because at the end of the day, there's only 3 different ways to scale TikTok ads properly, but how you apply them is what really matters. My name's Alex if you're new. When you're ready, let's get right into it. So most people launch an ad, they get 1 to 2 good days, then immediately start increasing their ad spend and performance dies almost instantly. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. That's the case for many sellers right now, especially in the beginning. But the truth is, TikTok needs stability. Scaling too fast will almost instantly kill your performance. Most beginners scale based on emotions, not based on the data that's in front of them. So I'm gonna show you how to read all of that and make decisions based on data, not emotion. Because scaling isn't about spending more, it's about scaling what's already working without breaking it. You wanna take your best performing ads and double down on those. Now, before I scale anything, I always check one thing. Is this actually a scalable product, or did I just get lucky with one ad? And to do that, I'll go on Zik, I'll pull up their product explorer tool, and then right under here under keywords, I'll type in the name of my product and click search. That way you can see all the different Shopify stores that are currently selling your product right now, as well as the amount of sales that they're actually making. But because I don't have a product in mind just yet for this video, I'm gonna type in a couple different filters instead. I wanna look up winning dropshipping products and one product stores that are active on TikTok and making a minimum of, let's say, $25,000 every 30 days. So I'll type in all of this criteria and click search. And right now we're gonna find a bunch of different winning products that we can sell on TikTok. So you guys can see all these different products as well as the current sales that they're actually making. So a lot of these are actually making a lot more than $50,000 a month. This one's doing $70,000 a month. This one's doing $250,000 a month. This one's doing $175,000 a month. So this is just a great way to spot trending TikTok products if you don't already have something in mind. But say you guys are selling these corner lamps on your own store, I'll go ahead and use this product for an example. We'll go back to the product explorer tool one more time, and right here under keywords, I'll type in the name of our product, and I'll leave all of these other filters alone and click search. So now you can see all of your competitor stores that are selling the same products as you. You can go ahead and click on their website, you can see all of their active ads, as well as the current revenue that they're making every single month. So here's obviously one of the top brands selling this right now. They're doing around $50,000 a month, but all of these other stores right here are doing around $4,000, $1,000, $2,000. So this just gives you a good idea of where demand is currently at with these products. Because if I can see that a product is generating consistent sales for other stores, it's definitely one I'd be interested in focusing on. So I'll go ahead and leave a link for Zik down below in case you guys are interested, but this just really gives you an unfair advantage. Because one winning ad doesn't mean you have a winning product. Real demand comes from multiple stores selling it successfully. And if you can find multiple stores having success with your product, this will definitely decrease your risk when you go to increase your ad spend. Because if I can confirm real demand, I'm way more confident putting money behind these ads. So now let's talk about how to actually scale your TikTok ads. There are really only 3 different ways to scale TikTok ads properly, and you should be using all 3 together, not just one. So let's start with horizontal scaling. This is gonna be your core method right here. This is simply where you duplicate your winning ads or you introduce new ad creatives. That way you can reach new audiences and different pockets of audiences on each platform. So with TikTok specifically, you'll take your best performing ads, duplicate those a few times, and hope they reach different pockets of people. Each one's gonna have different results, and basically you wanna cut any losing ad sets and quickly scale your winners. Because with this method, you're simply scaling your audience in all of your ad creatives. You're putting more ads in front of people and hoping that increases your performance. And to do this, you wanna duplicate your winning ad sets and campaigns typically 3 to 5 times to start. That way each duplicate hits a different audience pocket because TikTok's gonna distribute your traffic differently across all of your campaigns. So like I mentioned, it's up to you to watch that closely, go ahead and cut any losers and scale your winners. Because like always, some ads are gonna outperform others. And with this method, you're not just depending on one ad campaign, you're increasing your reach across the entire platform. And this is how you find your true top performing ad creatives. Because this method right here is where most of your scaling is gonna come from. But like always with this method, kill your underperformers really quickly and double down on your winners. But next up we have vertical scaling, otherwise known as budget scaling. This is where you're gonna take your better performing campaigns and just simply increase your ad budget by 20 to 30% every 2 to 3 days. Now you wanna be careful here because if you increase too fast or by too much too quickly, it's gonna reset your entire ad campaign back into the learning phase. So you just wanna keep it simple and go by 20 to 30% every couple of days. Keep increasing your budget while your ad gains momentum, and then when performance starts to die down a little bit, you can step back and start to decrease and scale back a little bit. But this is just another really good method because instead of increasing your actual output or your ad creatives, you're just throwing more money at the ones that are currently working. So you can use your horizontal scaling method to increase your actual output or all of your ad creatives, and then you can use your vertical scaling method to actually increase the performance of those campaigns. You want to use these hand in hand together. And when you're doing small increases like this, you're keeping things stable. And this just avoids resetting performance because scaling too fast breaks momentum. Small increases like this compounded over time is the real way to grow. And in reality, this is actually the safe way to grow or scale your ads. Because with this method, you're not forcing scale. You're letting it build organically over time. And last but not least, we have the surf scaling method. This is where you watch your ad performance like a hawk and you can actually increase your budget every single hour of the day. Because with this method, your ad budget is adjusted, it's lowered and raised daily based on performance. So you want to increase your ad budget every single day during peak sales times and decrease it when performance starts to die down. And typically most media buyers like to reset their entire ad budget every day at midnight. So you can restart this process over and over again every single day. So for example, say you guys have an ad campaign that's performing really well and it's spending like $500 a day. But at 1 o'clock, performance really starts to pick up, but your ads are constrained by their ad budget. You can get aggressive here and scale your ad budget from $500 to $750 for that hour. And if performance still keeps increasing, you could scale from $750 to $1,000, $1,000 to $1,500, $1,500 to $2,000 a day. And you do this every single hour while performance is increasing. But as soon as performance starts to die down, this is when you scale things back a little bit. So this method's a little tricky. This is definitely not a beginner method, but it's something that can make you some serious money on TikTok ads. Like I've used this method time and time again to do tens of thousands of dollars every single day on some of my stores. And some of your best scaling decisions will come from reading the data. So make sure you take action and execute on this. But like I already mentioned, the best way to scale any brand with TikTok ads is by using all three of these methods together. You want to introduce new creatives and ad campaigns every single week. You want to scale your best performers, and then you want to have a couple surf scaling campaigns where you can really go crazy. But this is after you already found a winning product, your offer, and your winning creatives. This is just a great way to scale what's already working. And the cool thing about TikTok ads is you can set automated rules to do all of this for you based on performance. But it's best if you manually check in and watch these numbers yourself. And eventually you can hire somebody to do all of this for you with all of your brands. Now you want to keep in mind that this isn't three separate strategies. It's actually one system that all comes together. You want to use all three of these where it makes sense to properly scale your brand. Because this is how it typically goes for me. I test creatives and products on TikTok ads. I identify winners. I go ahead and validate demand on Zik. Then I start with horizontal scaling first. You want to introduce as many ad creatives and campaigns as possible. Then you want to vertically scale those campaigns. Then once you have a good ecosystem of ads working for you, you want to start focusing on surf scaling. But this is after a few tests and when you properly understand TikTok ads. At the end of the day, TikTok ads aren't nearly as complicated as people make it out to be, but scaling them properly is where most people go wrong. It's not about finding one good ad and hoping it keeps working. It's about building a system around that ad, duplicating it, scaling it carefully, and knowing when to step back and let it do its thing. Once you start thinking about it this way, you stop guessing and you start making decisions based on real data. And that's when things actually start to scale. So if you found any value in this video, consider leaving a like, sharing it with others, and subscribing for more. I have a ton of additional resources linked down below for you guys, like my free course to help you get started. Don't miss out on any of those. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.